ARK21 shares Bitcoin ETF bought $82.6 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday. So, is this really a time to be getting excited for the market? We're going to really analyze the market today. A huge day, of course, for XRP. But let's really understand, what's happening with XRP, going into Thursday morning. Some major news that I want to share with you guys. So you want to watch this video till the absolute end. But looking across the board, going into Thursday morning, you are still seeing the overall, market momentum carrying on as of now, which of course is always nice to see. XRP up 2.5% with the price currently sitting at $2.23, up 1.2% in Bitcoin compared with the market cap at $130 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at $5 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we spoke about, inflation numbers. We were talking about that last night. So here we have it. Of course, I did not make this update. I want to kind of save it for now. And you can see U.S. inflation falls to 2.8% lower than expectations. People were projecting around 2.9, and we actually went to 2.8, which again, if you want to pretty much put it, how does this impact crypto? When interest rates tend to be, especially inflation tends to be dropping, you do tend to see, riskier assets, more appealing to investors. So this is actually indeed bullish. But of course, I know a lot of people are going to come out and say, what about the tariff war conversations and all that stuff? But again, those, there's just, we still don't have any clarity, right? It's either a pause, it starts, pause, starts. And I do personally believe there is going to be, a time in the near future, compared to, the way things are moving right now, where you do see some sort of a settlement between these countries. And of course, I was reading just not too long ago that, the temporary Prime Minister of Canada is going to be meeting up with Donald Trump to, completely get rid of, these tariffs. So again, that would be quite bullish. So we'll see what happens. And speaking about Canada, anyone that's in Canada, they also saw a rate cut. The Bank of Canada, did once again a rate cut, just going rate cut after rate cut. We saw a few last year. We're seeing some this year. So people that are in Canada, I'm sure are, very excited about that, of course. But anyhow, let's keep moving forward and understanding what's happening. You can see this for yourself. Shout out to Smoke. So when Ripple SEC battle ends. So of course, we heard some major, bombshell, that came from Eleanor regarding, the SEC lawsuit. There's apparently some credible source that is telling her that, this case is about to come to an end. And you can see this for yourself. I've spoken to you guys about this specific thing for quite some time, but when you kind of give visuals, things make more sense. You can see this for yourself. The SEC changed its course. So we can see so many, literally look at this list. So many different, lawsuits have actually come to an end. Binance, Coinbase, OpenSea, Robinhood, Uniswap, Gemini, Justin Sun, Consensus, Kraken, Yuga Labs, and DRW. And you're noticing a specific trend. And what I mean by that is all happening this year, specifically just last month, majority of them, and of course, some this month. So what is this really showing you? Remember that restructure, the regulatory clarity that we've been speaking about for such a long time. This right here is a perfect example of that really taking place. People are very quick to, forget this, but this is something that I don't want you guys to be overlooking. And, pretty much Ripple one is now, the actually oldest, for the longest time, this case is, about almost this December, if it were to still not be solved, which again, I don't think that would be the case. This would mark 5 years. Since this was announced. And I think it seems a little longer if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, it's just crazy at this point. But I think, the lawsuit came out a little before, I think this number is not right. I think it's even been longer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it seems like it was before, 2020, like 2019 maybe. But anyhow, either way, it's been a very, very long time for this lawsuit going, and it just makes sense if you're seeing all these other cases being dropped. I think Ripple one is next, which I think would be quite positive for the price of XRP. Speaking about being positive for the price of XRP, we're going to come back to this. Some major news coming out, of course. Vincent says this: confidence in XRP is so low that even the juiciest news doesn't move the price. So, XRP is a strategic stockpile mentioned first, over 15 XRP ETFs filed. And again, a lot of them are actually, a lot of these ETFs actually have been acknowledged by the SEC. And then, of course, the Eleanor breaks news that, two of her close sources advise that, the case is coming to an end. RLUSD and Ripple custody are set to become standard, especially within the new Stablecoin Act. OCC confirmed banks can actually run validators and custody digital assets. So I don't think that, the overall, confidence is low, because the price of XRP is holding really good, believe it or not. And now you guys are probably wondering, what makes me think that, the price of XRP is holding really good? I've said this 1,000 times. You're seeing so many different assets out there that are actually going below the February 3rd wick. And you still have not seen, despite major, and I repeat, and I'll say it 1,000 times, major amounts of volatility within the crypto space over the last, few weeks. And despite that fact, you have still not seen the price of XRP retest the likes of the $1.74. That really tells you that the demand is definitely there. So I wouldn't really say that, there is no confidence. I do believe there is quite a bit of confidence. And if this lawsuit does come to an end, I think this would be revolutionary. Just like Smoke says, when this case is settled, this will give the seal of approval to central banks and other financial institutions to start using XRP through the XRP ledger. Maybe they're already doing that. And we do not know. And again, I've said this 1,000 times on my channel. Once this lawsuit comes to an end, maybe, if there are financial institutions or, big banks that actually do want to integrate XRP ledger within their infrastructure, it will give them more confidence to do so, especially after this specific lawsuit is over. But with that said, look at this. Ripple just announced this. Ripple has secured regulatory approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA, making us the first blockchain payment provider license in DIFC. This milestone unlocks fully regulated cross-border payments in the UAE, bringing faster, cheaper, and more transparent transactions to $40 billion market. Massive, massive stuff. We talk about innovation. Of course, we're talking about now specifically over the last, I would say, few months, specifically since Donald Trump has come into the office, you've been talking about, becoming a global hub in the U.S. when it comes to crypto. But what Ripple has been doing is it's going global. Do you think blockchain is just going to stay within the U.S. or within North America? No, it's going global. It's a revolutionary technology, and projects like Ripple are the ones that are at the forefront of bringing mass adoption to this industry. So with that said, as far as dominance is concerned, I've said this in a lot of my updates. It's showing significant amount of strength right now. So in terms of getting overly excited for altcoins, despite the fact we did see quite a bit of green day, we still need more confirmation. Bitcoin, let's give it a refresh live, is in the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level right now. We are actually sitting above that range, but of course, CME gap is closed. Inflation numbers did come lower. So is this really going to be, the reversal? I'm not buying it until, of course, dominance starts pulling down and the price of Bitcoin goes into the 23.6. But as far as XRP's price is concerned, it's holding really, really nicely here. We're still in the 38.2, ranging very nicely here. Let me show you guys on the hourly time frame. You can see this for yourself. Nice consolidation for XRP. And we did make our way down to that up to that $2.27 after the Eleanor news came out, and you're pretty much hanging around that range as of now. So definitely this nice upwards trajectory forming. Pretty much if you look at it from the 11th, you are seeing XRP up 18%. So not a small move by any means, showing strength, obviously coming across some key resistance. If this resistance is able to break out, I do believe we could start retesting some of these other levels, around this $2.40, and of course start heading towards the major zone, the 23.6. So the price of XRP is looking really, really good despite major volatility. So in terms of the price itself, I'm very impressed the way it's holding, and I'm not surprised based off of what we're hearing recently. But I'm going to take it one step at a time. Love each and every one of you guys. Continue supporting, and you will see continuation of these updates. We'll see you later. Bring Crypto ZX, and peace out.